Today I thought I'd try something a little bit different for me at least, which is just what everybody else is doing, but hey, who am I to argue? I'm going to do a favorites video. It's a little bit of a combination of favorites and empties because I'm not focused enough to do both. So yeah, I will just start. The first product is an empty. It's the SkinCeuticals Physical Fusion UV Defense Sunscreen SPF 50. It's a simple little bottle like this. Yeah, it's finished. I have never used a sunscreen I like as much. It has a what they call a universal tint, which I remember I was sitting next to a very dark-skinned girl, and I'm dark-skinned girl, and I'm as usual the palest of the pale, and we both were blending it into the tops of our hands, and it blends away. So it's not an actual tint that's going to mean much in the terms of coverage, but it does some color correction. So I really like that. Even when I'm not wearing makeup, it just makes a bit of a difference. Next up, we finally have a steady flow of Maybelline Baby Lips in South Africa, and I've been loving Cherry Me, which is the darker one, and what's this one called? Pink Punch. So they're both pink shades. Cherry Me is the quite dark, the deep one, and Pink Punch is quite pink. Pink Punch is quite milky, but it works well. And what I like the most is mixing them, which is what I do. What's going on over here? So I'll apply Pink Punch first, and then just to take the edge off that very milkiness, I apply Cherry Me over it. Yeah, they are very moisturizing. They obviously don't last for hours on end, but I like them because they look, they don't look glossy, but there's a nice sheen, which makes your very dull, dry lips, my very dull, dry lips, look a little less dead and flaky and horrible. But it's not a sticky gloss, it feels like a balm. I rediscovered when I will still do a post on it, I received a 27 Pinks makeup organizer, and while I was packing my makeup into the thing, I obviously discovered loads of stuff that I've forgotten about. And one of them is the Revlon Photo Ready Makeup Foundation. Just a simple little thing. The shade I have is shade 003 Shell, which is perfect match for me. Yeah, I get the whole photo ready vibe, what they're trying to say. It's a fairly mattifying foundation, but it's not dry. It's fairly thin in consistency. I'm not going to try and show you, I'm not that good at editing. It's fairly thin in consistency, it blends really well. What I really like doing with the foundation, and I think people are quite sick of hearing me talk about it, but Yardley Radiant Glow Illuminator, yeah, that's what they call it. It's the cheapest highlighter I own, but it's the one that I like the best. It's got a sort of a, let me show you, yeah, sort of a creamy texture, there it goes, creamy texture, pink, sort of a gold beige base with some pink in it, and it's an illuminator, but it's matte. It's mattifying rather, so you can easily, even if you're prone to some oiliness, you can easily mix your foundation with this. I mix about 50-50, and it just gives you a nice lively complexion. Guys, I don't know if I'm in focus all the time because this is a new camera and I don't know it that well, and I had to take the autofocus off, otherwise you hear noises all the time. So let's see how this ends. Okay, I also rediscovered recently, a couple of weeks ago, in my fragrance stash, Fendi Fendi, the EDP, it's the eau de parfum, and it's so good. I liked it when it launched, but then the next perfume launches and I try that for a couple of weeks and I move on, and yeah, I really like this. I remember I was quite hard on them for being very obnoxious at the launch about how you're supposed to feel about the brand and how you're supposed to speak about it. And I think they made it sound so much like a fragrance for it girls that it might have put me off a little bit. But I don't care. I'm not an it girl and I really like this perfume. Then, an almost empty is Moroccan Oil Intense Hydration Mask. I still have a good few uses. Now that I have short hair, this is a good few uses that I still have left there. I think it's one of the masks that needs to stay on 5 to 7 minutes. No, it's not that long. It smells so good. I always get compliments on the smell when I use this. I have this one friend, her and her dog and the entire family have a little bit of a thing with my hair. Whenever I go there, the dog tries to lick my neck and my hair, and both her and her husband are forever smelling my, I don't know, maybe it's a weird thing, maybe they're into weird things. I've never asked them, they're my friends so I don't judge. But hey, who knows. I got this from everythinghair.co.za, lovely online shop, and also Retail Box has also sort of moved onto my radar, retailbox.co.za for online shopping. I recently got some stuff from them as well. Then, I might have mentioned this one already somewhere. This is a little tube, I think it's 10 ml maybe even. It's e.l.f. Shimmering Facial Whip. It's a little highlighter, but as you can see this is quite a pink one, and I use this one as a blush. And whenever I use this, so many people have asked me what it is that's on my cheeks, because it gives you a very nice, it's called Shimmering Facial Whip. So I was expecting very high shimmer, but I didn't really care because I think they are $1 each, either $1 or $2, I'm not sure. I bought them a while ago and a friend sent them over for me from the UK actually. Yeah, but it's not as shimmery as it sounds. And I also have a white one, just a regular white one, which is a serious highlight. So I like using it on my cheekbones especially, and yeah, wherever I want to highlight. But this one I use it in the daytime as a blusher even, and it's just very gleaming. You look, yeah, gleaming, that's the word. You look kind of gleaming when you use it. I don't know if that's a good description or not. Okay, and the last thing that I see next to me is Vichy Normaderm Hyaluspot, which is a very difficult word to pronounce. I'm glad I got it right the first time. I stuffed enough other stuff up. And it's a spot treatment, and very often I can't use spot treatments because they dry out your skin like you wouldn't believe, and I don't have dry or oily skin. So this has a crap load of hyaluronic acid, not a crap load, it has hyaluronic acid, let me not exaggerate on their behalf. And aside from being a good hydrator, hyaluronic acid helps to, it stimulates collagen and only collagen, not elastin. Yeah, I think only collagen formation, which helps your skin with healing faster. And there's something in here, I've forgotten the very finer details, it's been a while, but it forms a little film over a spot, and I even applied this to a massive ingrown hair, and 2 applications, one in the morning, one at night, and it was sort of, the inflammation was gone the next day, it wasn't red anymore, it wasn't swollen, it was just normal again. So yes, I would definitely recommend, if you are in the market for a spot treatment, Normaderm Hyaluspot. And that's me. I think it went, okay, that's not bird poop, that's highlighter. Yes, let me know if you enjoyed this, and then I shall make more of them.